Hello and welcome back to Football Now. For the latest round of Premier League fixtures, we'll be offering our previews, predictions, and running you through the betting odds. As you can see, this video will be focusing on Liverpool hosting Brentford 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon at Anfield on the back of a frustrating defeat in Europe for them just a couple of hours ago at the time of recording, away to lose. Before we get into the game, Connor, and you talk us through those betting odds, I want to remind everyone of the ongoing competition here at Football Now. As you can see, win a football shirt of your own choice by subscribing to the channel and leaving a comment on this video and all the videos we'll be doing this weekend. We'll be doing a video for each of the 10 Premier League games. You can find them over on the channel. That winner will be announced as soon as we hit 100 subscribers. We are ever so close to doing that right now. I think we're at 96 the last time we checked before hitting record. We're getting closer. You could be the person which tips us over to hit 100 subscribers, so do get involved. The more involved you are of all these videos we do, the more likely you are to be pulled out as that winner. You can see to our Twitter at the bottom of the screen at footballnow1_. That's where the decision will be announced once we do hit that 100 mark, which we expect to do so very, very soon. So give yourself the best chance and get involved. On to today's video. Like I said, Liverpool versus Brentford. Connor, a frustrating week or so for Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp. Do you want to talk us through the betting odds before we get into the game?
Yeah, I think Liverpool are always going to be pretty much favourites against anyone at Anfield. 11.25 there, pretty much 1 to 2 on your money. It's, I expect Liverpool to win because I think they've been really good in the league, despite that hiccup against Luton last time out. They're only 3 points off top, sitting in third place there. We also heard the news. We'll get this out of the way. We've heard the very good news that Luis Diaz's father has been released. So both parents have been released now. We know that they were kidnapped in their home country of Colombia. So first and foremost, we wish them well, and hopefully, they can put this ordeal behind them. But also on the football pitch now, it allows Luis Diaz to focus. Although you have to say, it was a really, the mindset that he had against Luton whilst the situation was ongoing. He was on the bench. He was brought on at a really crucial time, and he got that equaliser. I mean, that mentality is just unbelievable. So you'd have to applaud Luis Diaz there. Just absolutely terrific player. Brentford have started finding a bit of form now. No, they started the season quite poorly, and I think we did feel that they would kick on, just because they're almost too good not to. And I think Thomas Frank has got that squad working to a T even without Tony. And Brentford have got into the top half of the table. They're sitting in 9th place. They've won the last 3 Premier League games. 2-0 win in there against Chelsea as well at Stamford Bridge, and last time out against West Ham. West Ham having a decent season, but have dropped off. But yeah, 3-2 there at home. So yeah, I do. Whereas I've said that I do think Liverpool will win, it's going to be very, very difficult because Brentford are in fantastic form. Liverpool would be number one disappointed with with dropping points last week to Luton, a side that has just come up, but also losing to lose only a few hours before recording this. I don't think it will concern Jurgen Klopp too much. Liverpool are sitting top of the table in that group, and it was a heavily rotated team. But yeah, it'll be difficult. But the Anfield factor is a bigger factor than what other home teams have, I would say, just because it's such a difficult place to go to.
Yeah, definitely. You mentioned the result away to Luton last week. I think Liverpool now, they absolutely need to win here. If they don't win here, Liverpool, I know it sounds daft, but you just can't. Every point drop now feels like a loss with the levels that Man City is setting. I'm probably sound like a broken record repeating that week in, week out, but it is the case. And look, I think if you'd have offered me personally as a Liverpool fan, the 9th of November, you'd be 3 points behind Man City, and we play them in a couple of weeks' time as well. I think you'd take it. But all of a sudden, there is, extra emphasis on this game against Brentford now, who have won their last 3 in the league, and they've got 8 goals in their last 3 games too, as well, beating some decent sides in the well. They beat West Ham at home, like you said, who haven't had the greatest run of form in recent weeks, but they've been the decent side overall this season. Chelsea, they're not the Chelsea that we know, but it's never an easy place to go. Stamford Bridge, you never know. It's always a positive, especially when you are on the back of form, and a big win, which kick-started their form, of course, on the 21st of October at home to Burnley. After that, I think that ended a 5-game streak without a win for Brentford. To pull them away, because you do fear sometimes, if aren't picking up those points, you can get dragged into a place which isn't actually a reflection.
Yeah, absolutely. It can easily drop if you don't keep an eye on it.
Exactly. There you go. And so, it's a plus for them. Liverpool, you've mentioned losing to Toulouse, and there was another VAR thing. I don't want to go into it because I'm fed up with hearing them. I know you're.
What? I'm absolutely sick of people complaining about referees. Just concentrate on the football.
I thought I was on the thing with Gary Neville there. Gary Neville was on the call with us. I don't know. He's obviously after another Monday Night Football feature.
I'm employed by them now.
So. Yeah, there you go. That's it. Connor's he's one of the gang. He pulled him off the street like they did all the others. We saw tonight as well. Liverpool were without Gravenberch and Curtis Jones through injury, and Van Dijk as well. I think Van Dijk's expected to return at the weekend. Jurgen Klopp said early in the week at the press conference. Obviously, Bajcetic and Robertson and Thiago also out with longer term injuries. Brentford, I'm looking at their injury list: Damsgaard, De Silva, Rico Henry, Shader, and Tony, of course, who's suspended, all out. Baptiste and Lewis Potter, I imagine, will be facing late fitness tests to see if they can feature at Anfield. I think Brentford have been in this league now 2 or 3 years, and the games at Anfield generally have been tight. I don't remember us running riot against them or anything like that. It's going to be a close game. I think Liverpool will win it. Don't get me wrong, but I think that they have to work for the points, and can't see them. It would be in a shed load of goals. I think it would be a tight game, and they're a good side, Brentford, aren't they? They always come to play. They come to have a go. So, having said all that, Connor, do you want to give your prediction first? I think you're going first this week, and I'll follow up with mine.
Well, yeah, you mentioned that. I think Brentford will come and have a go. I don't think they'll be scared or sit back. Liverpool didn't rout Brentford last time. They played in May at Anfield before, and it was a 1-0 victory for Liverpool. So a very, very narrow scoreline. I think there'll be a few more goals in this game. I think Liverpool have a lot of quality in attack. Mo Salah, Luis Diaz is back now. They've got Cody Gakpo as well as others. So I think that's definitely their strong suits. But yeah, there's still question marks for me at the back. I mean, they are only conceded actually less than 1 goal a game in the Premier League this season. But it just feels like there's almost 1 a game. So it's not like they've lost a game by shipping like 3 goals or something. It just seems to be quite leaky at the moment. And I think against a team like Brentford, they can certainly exploit that. So Brentford, I think, will get on the score sheet, but I think they'll only get 1. And I think Liverpool's firepower and attack are going to have too much. So I'm going to go 3-1 for the Reds.
Yeah, of course, I'm going to back the home win. Liverpool do need to be more clinical than they were last week at Luton. I mean, Darwin Núñez got about 4 or 5. We've sung his praises in recent weeks. I think it's only fair that we do call that out. It wasn't good enough in those tight games. You do need, and Mo Salah as well. Actually, it's not just Núñez. Everyone up top. We did not take our chances, and we've said the importance of taking a chance in those tight games can be the difference, and they ultimately weren't. Obviously, Diaz does come on, thankfully, and nick a point at the end. I think Liverpool consider themselves lucky to get that after seeing how the game panned out. But yeah, in terms of this weekend, I'm going to go with a 2-0 Liverpool win at home. I think, like I said, it's a massive 3 points they need to win this game now to keep. I think we've said in recent weeks, if Liverpool to have a chance in the league at Christmas, they need to be within touching distance of the likes of Arsenal, Man City. Obviously, there's a massive game at the Etihad coming up in recent weeks for Liverpool away at Man City.
I mean, you can easily see City not dropping, not losing again this season in the Premier League, can't you? They've had their 2 defeats now. That's it. That's them done.
Exactly. They're so capable of going on a 15 game winning streak or unbeaten run. We've seen that with the levels they've set. It's scary. So every point really is up for grabs. Every point is very, very important right now. If you want to just compete, never mind win it, just to be in with a shout come February, March at the top of the table. And that does conclude our preview of Liverpool versus Brentford. As you can see, we've got our own head-to-head predictor there. We've given our predictions. I'm just ahead right now. Connor closing the gap last week by a point. You'll be looking to do it again this weekend. You get 3 points for the correct scoreline, 1 point for the correct result. Offer your own prediction in the comments. Let us know what you think of what we've been saying on this video and all the other videos, and that will give you the chance of being pulled out as the winner on our ongoing competition. Like I said, a football shirt of your choice, the one lucky winner. And once we hit 100 subscribers, we're ever so close to doing that. So hit that subscription button and you might be the person that tips us over to the big 100. And you can follow us on Twitter at footballnow1_. That's where the winner will be announced. like I said, we're doing preview videos for all these games, but we're going to finish off the rest of those, and you'll find them on the channel, and we will see you over there in the next one.